BoxingScene.com, light heavyweight king Antonio "The Magic Man" Tarver, who'll be facing a man who reigns supreme in the middleweight division for over a decade, Bernard Hopkins. Tarver, June 10, Atlantic City. Tell us about it.
It's the fight to the finish, man, and this is where it's at. Bernard Hopkins came up and challenged me. He want to do great things. He want to put one more feather in his cap by coming up and attempting to be the first middleweight champion to go up and capture the light heavyweight championship. So, I have to commend him for his big dreams and big goals. But that's about as far as it goes. I'm here to defend my crown and to defend my throne, and I'm gonna be in great shape. I'm ready. I know what I'm facing. I'm facing a crafty, sometime real dirty, nasty fighter in Bernard Hopkins. He take advantage of every opportunity to, hurt you. So, I got to take this fight deadly serious. A lot of people think that this is just a formality for me to go in here and be the bigger, stronger guy. But, a lot of times guys are motivated by that. He's went on record saying that this is his last fight. He's dedicating this to his late mother, God bless the dead. And so I know the last time a guy went in there motivated, from the death of his mother was Buster Douglas. And we saw what happened to him. He went on to defeat Mike Tyson. I can't let that happen. I got my dream. I got dreams of my own. So that's what we're holding on to right now. And I can just promise the boxing world that expect another great, electrifying night of boxing. And I plan on coming out victorious. June 10th, the Atlantic City Boardwalk. Sponsored by the Borgata, man. It's my business, and I got to handle it.
Fans have been hearing about this fight for quite some time now. How happy are you that you're able to bring it to the fans?
I'm always happy when I can bring a marquee fight to the fans because they deserve it. That's what I want to be recognized for, taking the big fight. A lot of people arguably say that Hopkins is still the uncrowned, undisputed middleweight champion because, both of those fights was disputed decisions that he lost to Jermaine Taylor. But I'm going to let Hopkins know that it's far-fetched between me and Jermaine Taylor. It's another animal. And when he step in the ring with Antonio Tarver, he's going to understand why it's been so difficult to get a leg up on the Magic Man. So, I'm taking on a new moniker now. It's the Legend Killer. I killed one legend in Roy Jones, and I plan on killing another in the Executioner. So he, too, must go.
Tarver, you were the main event of a movie with Sylvester Stallone and Rocky VI. Your plans were to stay at heavyweight. What happened at heavyweight that you decided, or what didn't happen at heavyweight that you decided to come back down and fight Hopkins?
Well, the heavyweight division right now, I think, is in disarray. You can't look at one champion and say that he's champion. You got a lot of these guys out here that really don't have the marquee name behind themselves, running around as champions with belts. There's not any marquee opportunity for me to solidify myself amongst them. So, if I fight Chris Bird, there's still guys out there that's holding titles. If I wanted to fight James Toney, he unfortunately had a loss, a draw, last week. I think by far Layman Brewster right now is really the best heavyweight out there. And hopefully he gets an opportunity to unify some of those titles, and then he can get the respect that he deserves. But until we get a bona fide heavyweight champion, it really don't make sense for me to go up there and compete and campaign at heavyweight day in and day out. Because I'm not going to be foolish enough to think that I can consistently take a heavyweight punch, or, it really gives these guys an opportunity to get lucky and catch me with one shot. That's all it takes when you're fighting guys that are 230, 245 pounds. But if James Toney would have won the heavyweight title, I would have wanted that fight. We tried very hard to get Mike Tyson. It didn't happen because I think Mike Tyson still has a lot of marquee to his name. But the guy turned down $10 million. So I'm here to tell the world, Mike Tyson ain't doing all that bad. So, he didn't accept the fight, and I guess he just didn't want any parts of it. But if he comes to his senses anytime soon and feels that he want to get back in the ring, that's a fight that we always can entertain. But right now it's Bernard Hopkins. And, I got him on my sights. Calzaghe has been calling me. I think he did well for himself. He beat Jeff Lacey, who everybody was building up to be the next great thing in boxing. And like I said, it's not about the hype. It's about the fight. So, he went over there and didn't do well at all. He crapped out. But if he would have been fortunate enough to win that fight, we would be talking about Jeff Lacey like he's the sweetest thing since sugar. But it didn't happen. And the proof was in the pudding. and he has a lot of flaws in his game. And I just want to go on record saying that I resent what Dan Birmingham did to this guy because, you know, when everything was good, Dan Birmingham was right there laughing and basking in the glory. But as soon as something happened where he lost, Dan Birmingham separated himself from the fighter. And a lot of trainers do that. They have no loyalty. And I think Jeff Lacy need to rethink his future and clean house. Because obviously, you know, everybody who watched that fight know that Dan Birmingham didn't have an A, he didn't have a B plan, and he definitely didn't have a C plan. You know, I think he was the weakest link in that corner. And you know, I'll just say that. I just wanted to get that off my chest, you know. And go ahead.
So June 10, when does the training camp start for that fight? And tell us about your training with legendary trainer Buddy McGirt.
Well, you know, everybody know that, you know, I have a great training camp every time out. Buddy McGirt is the captain of my team, and along with Dudley Pierce, who is my strength and conditioning coach, and that's it, along with my sparring partners. You know, I'm serious when I go to camp. I've already started training. You know, I'm right now conscious about my diet, and also I run every day. You know, prior to the little promotional circuit that we've had, I took a little weekend off, you know, and went and got some sun, as you can tell. And so, you know, we just right now ready to get focused. Next week we'll start camp. And I'll be with Buddy in Vero Beach, and we're going to put the game plan down to go in there and be victorious. Not only be victorious, but look exciting in defeating Bernard Hopkins.
So, Tarver, is there anything you want to say to your fans and the people all around the world on BoxingScene.com?
Well, Boxing Scene, you know, just keep listening, keep reading, and keep writing in, man. And hopefully, you know, just keep boxing alive, man. We need more fighters like myself and Hopkins that are willing to take the risk to step up to the plate and bring the mega fight to the fans. I mean, this is what makes boxing good. And visit my website. It's done in completely flash. You'll enjoy it. If you want to get the latest and greatest about the Magic Man, the Legend Killer, go to Antonio-Tarver.com. And I appreciate all your fan support. And for you haters, keep hating, because it ain't going to get no easier down the road, baby.
Hey, Tarver, we appreciate your time.
All right, thank you, my man.